Howdy folks, EJ here, and today we're doing something new. As you may be able to tell by the gigantic clock behind me, we are doing Rsmalec's 60-minute map challenge, which, it was invented by CDFDman at Rekability, but he's kind of taken it over and he does 60-minute maps all the time, or plays maps that were made by the community. A 60-minute map is basically a map that was made in only 60 minutes, surprise, surprise, and it's made by anyone in the community. At the moment, Rsmalec is doing a little bit of a tournament. Basically, each week we're going to build a 60-minute map and add it to this little nice little lobby that I set up. And we're going to have hopefully 4, 5, 60-minute maps in this little thing for the tournament. And then maybe we'll add more 60-minute map as time goes on. Because I've never actually tried this before, but I think it would be really fun and I'd like to do it more often. Anyway, I guess that's about all I have to say. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is making a 60-minute map based off these three themes for the week 1 of the challenge. Push the limits, pizza, and clue. And I'm supposed to make some sort of adventure map based on those. Now, I haven't even loaded the area that I'm about to go to yet. The only time I've spent in this world is setting up this command block thing, which turned out to be a little bit more troublesome than I thought it would be, and setting up this cute little lobby. Shouldn't have taken too long, but yeah, this is what I've got so far, and hopefully it'll be interesting. Anyway, let's go ahead and take 60 minutes to build a map. Not sure how it's going to turn out. Let's go ahead and try this. Into the portal of death. Alright, we spawned here. Let's go ahead and start the timer. I'm going to set my timer for 45 minutes just so I can have a little bit of an alarm to let me know, oh, you only got 15 minutes left. And then I'll start a new 15-minute timer once that goes off. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is, plunk this dropper down with the three themes that I have in here. Push the limits, pizza, and clue. That's going to be what I'm working off of. And here is the sign. This is going to be a map called, or based off these three themes. It's one of the tournament maps. And I don't have a clue what I'm going to do for it yet. So I'm going to have to come up with ideas on the spot. Let's get going. First thing I want to do is create some sort of lobby that looks a little better. And of course my go-to material for that is quartz. So let's grab some quartz blocks and start plonking them down just so we have a little bit of a nicer spawn. I know this isn't necessary for a 60-minute map because you're not required to build something that looks amazing. It just has to have a neat little adventure or whatever. But I hate leaving things unfinished, so my perfectionism is getting the better of me here. The weeds are making things a bit annoying. And just so you're aware, I'm not going to be talking this much through the entire map, because, it's map building. You can't spend this much effort on commentary when you're trying to build something in a stressful amount of time. You got to focus on what you're doing. Like, exactly, I am not right now. Anyway, let's just plunk a couple more blocks down and we'll be ready to go. I don't care how pretty it looks, I just want it to look better than, well, nothing, I guess. I'm getting a little bit stressed out already. I expect that I'll be able to get this done in 60 minutes, but I don't even know. I'm just giving myself more time to decide what to do anyway. So I don't need that. So what am I going to do? Clue kind of makes me think of a mystery theme. Ah, crud, that's going to kill my OCD. But pizza kind of makes me want to do some sort of pizza delivery game. I don't know. It's supposed to be an adventure map, so I guess I'm not going to do a game. I also want to make sure I keep a good amount of lighting in here, because you know how maps get dark sometimes. That wouldn't be real bad. I'm really not paying much attention to the decoration at the moment, so don't blame me if it looks absolutely terrible. In fact, I'm spending too much time on it. Let me just think about what I want to do while I do this busy work, just for beautification, and then we'll see what happens. How about we do something where it's a murder mystery, and we analyze who ate the pizza with science. So we push the limits of science to crack DNA codes or something, and it can be puzzles to solve the code of the DNA. I know that's not exactly scientifically sound, but I like the idea, so I'm just going to go with it. I could have used the fill command for this, but you know what? I'm too lazy to use commands, so instead I'm going to do it by hand, which is totally making sense. Anyway, so you're going to come into this lab, I guess. Iron door, how ugly. I wish I would do a redstone one. That would be like if I was making a map, I'd definitely make it out of redstone. But you know what? Time is of the essence right now, so I'm just gonna go the lazy way. Yeah, let's just go ahead and give it a button for this, or lever. Lever is better. I'm curious how much time I've already spent. I already spent 5 minutes, which is way too much considering what I want to do. So I'm just going to go ahead and get some command blocks. Give at P, not 2P, at P. COMM, tab. I'm going into hyperdrive mode. Don't expect me to be talking that much. I just don't want the player to be able to trade with the villager, and I don't feel like making him have no trades. I'm not even going to bother giving him a name. I'm just going to label him with a sign, because, yay, laziness. Why not? I forgot to put the villager in. That would be important. Oh, well, you're going to die. I'll make this one a female police officer. Ah, crud. Now you won't be able to read the sign. You know what? Good enough. Good enough. So that one's a scientist, and this one is a... So that's that. I do want a place to put some command blocks, so I'll just set up a quick... Now I'll set that up later once I actually need it. In the meantime, let's fill this area into a big square. Okay, so maybe we can have the specimen of the pizza in here. And this is what we're going to be analyzing. Did I decide on this idea? I guess it's too late now. I'll just go with it. You don't have time to decide these things. In 1.9, this map will be a little bit messed up because, I mean, it'll look different. But I don't honestly care that much right now. It's good enough for what I plan on doing with it. Let's go ahead and make this ceiling the same width. I don't care about the lighting. It doesn't need to be pretty. Might as well give this some lighting, though. It's very hazardous materials here, the pizza. I forgot to put a pizza in. Yay, me. How about green or lime stained glass, and then we throw a cookie on top of it. That can be our pizza. D equals 2, so this should be me and the cookie, but you can't entity or data players. So this should work. Custom name pizza. Sadly, I'm not going to use resource pack, so I can't give it a byte taken out of it, but perfect. And it should show up even with the glass. There we go. And I also need to make it never despawning. Ah, forgot to look up the tag. Did it already despawn or did I pick it up? What? Well, I don't know what happened to it. Better not despawn this time. Stay there, pizza. Let me might as well test it. See if I can pick it up. No, I can't. So that means hopefully it worked. Hopefully. This is what we are going to analyze. Oh, I've got an idea for decoration. I don't know if I'll have time to do it. Clay. Red. And this one be red. And hopefully I'll have time to do all this. But there's going to be a piston puzzle, I believe. That's what I want. I honestly have no clue what I'm doing. Stop doing things that I didn't ask you to do. Why? You're wasting my time, you dumb Mac. I realize that you're trying to be super convenient and stuff, but you're not being super convenient. You're making it worse. I don't even know what just happened. And now it's super tiny. You annoy me, Minecraft. And Mac. And everything except me. Totally not my fault. Definitely couldn't be user error. What are you even talking about? Definitely, it's not me that's an idiot. It's definitely the computer. So, I got a song stuck in my head earlier today. It was one of the most annoying things I've ever had. I mean, like, it happens to me often, but this is particularly annoying for some reason. I don't really know why. It was just very annoying. Oh, he's gonna be so cute. He's gonna be a little cow. I'm gonna clone this, I guess. Ah! And did it compare successfully? Please tell me that much. That is what I wanted to know. Most computers should be able to deal with a simple fill clock, so I don't really care about the lag situation yet. Let's test this out and see if this works. This is going to be terrible, inefficient, laggy, or not laggy, but you know what I mean. So it's correct. Now it's incorrect. Awesome. So this should allow me to detect when they solve the puzzle. Okay, so that should work. Oh wait, no, actually I'll just do this. I saw this technique in a map not too long ago, so don't think I came up with this idea for a puzzle. I just, I'm going to use it in a slightly different way. Well, actually I need that. Why did I destroy that? Ugh, dang it. Ethan, you're so dumb sometimes. If you're wondering how I do this so quickly, it's tab replacement. It makes things a little easier for us map makers when we try to do stuff. For example, fall. It makes it a lot easier when we try to fall. Oh yeah, why am I still looking at this with a tiny screen? Get out of here, baby cow. I don't need you anymore. I'm assuming that I have set this up correctly, otherwise I'm going to look rather foolish when everything catastrophically fails. Piston 5. Yay! Science. So, that is the puzzle, I believe. So I can mix it up a little bit in a second. But basically, they're going to be able to control these pistons. Dang it, it's going to bud power. Oh, it doesn't matter because only one can ever push at a time. So yeah, this one's bud powered technically. It would push if it could. But since there's always going to be a block there, it doesn't matter. So it is solved right now. If I push this, it becomes unsolved and then solved. Awesome! So what I can do here is put a bunch of buttons at the bottom. Anyway, this is the puzzle. As you can see, you're only able to push one at a time at any given point. And you can thereby mix it all up. Dang it, I still need a way to push the ones at the top, and there's no way to easily get up there to push the buttons, I don't believe. What am I even talking about? I don't understand. My brain is -5 in terms of brain power. I might need to make the other two challenges remarkably easy because I cannot handle this kind of thinking right now. I'm using other people's puzzles and other people's redstone, and I'm making up as little as I humanly possible in order to get this done on time. I don't even want to look at my time right now because I have the feeling I'd be frightened and panicked, and it would stress me out further. So that puzzle should be done except for the wind detection, which I will do in just a second. Let's see how we're doing on time. We already only have 17 minutes left. That took way too long. Alright, next puzzle, I think I'm just going to do something very simple, like water streams or something, and make them push wheat into a thing, and then when they combine, it makes bread, and that is the pizza crust. And then the cow is the pepperonis on the sausage, and the... What am I talking about? I go insane like this. I don't know. I don't have enough time to complete all this stuff, so I'm going to start working on the redstone. And then I'm going to come up with two very simple challenges for the rest of this. So, what I want to do... Whoa, lag. Positive. Alright, so I need to test from here. That's not the command I meant to use, but I suppose it works. And I actually do need to do this anyway. Thank you, brain on autopilot. You actually did something right for once, before I even realized that I needed to do it. Whoa, lag. So that should work. So they are not... Why is it so laggy? What happened to my computer? Entities are 90 something. That's rather high. Let's relog. Is my computer crashing? Hello? I think I'm gonna stop the timer and reset my Minecraft. I don't know what's happening, but this is not fair and not good. Hello? Kush? What are you doing? My computer is not responding. I think I'm going to need to restart my computer. Give me a second. According to my timer, I've got 15 minutes left, which means I actually have a half hour left, but, yeah, let's see what happens when I restart my computer. See you in a bit. So, my entire computer just froze up in a lot of different ways. I don't exactly know what happened. If you're watching this, it either means that I was too lazy to just delete this, and I was like, you know what, this is too important of a competition. I gotta have some proof that I was working on this. And why does this always, technical difficulties only happen when I'm doing stuff that's important? Or get hair in my mouth. If you're watching this, it means that I was able to either repair or recover or something the footage from the last half hour that like got corrupted or exploded or something whenever my entire computer overheated or froze up or whatever just happened to it. Anyway, I had to hold the power button on my computer for 5 seconds to turn it off just because like nothing else was responding and it completely froze up, which was scary. Not fun. Had to reboot everything. But yeah, everything always happens when I'm trying to film like some important thing that I want to record so I can document that I did it. Anyway, I'm going to just go ahead and start my timer. So that should be the end game mechanism. Entity data at e c equals 2. Full 1. So now as they solve each puzzle, I'm going to set the block below them to be green, or the block inside of them to be green. And I can't see them. Oh, yes I can. So now when each of them turns to green, execute. These are the only armor stands in the world at the moment, so I can do this. At E. Okay. Good, that activated. So that is working. Always gotta test your stuff. So that'll be the end game. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Play fireworks or just say you win. Who knows? We'll get it as fancy as time will allow. Anyway. Oh, why did it turn into a baby villager? Honestly, I don't understand that. Okay. I'm just gonna go with it and not question it. Even though I already did. So, I've never tried building a map this fast. And I've never been, like, actually holding to such constraints of time before. This should be interesting. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do for the other two puzzles, especially because I'm running out of time, which I just actually, it just hit me how little time I have. I need to get this done. So, let's go ahead and set up the end game first. And we can spend all our remaining time on making the room look nice, and we can add any finishing puzzles in a second. And we also need to do the text, which I completely forgot about until now. This is going to be really tight if we actually get everything done that I was originally thinking of. This is going to be like a 3-puzzled map, but I don't think I'm going to have time for that. So let's just fill from here. Best looking room ever. I would rate 10 out of 10. Maybe even 11 out of 10 if I was feeling generous. I give up on symmetry. I give up on everything. I'm just going to put it together and make it work. Good enough. I might just say press these buttons and it'll work for the other two. I was originally going to have it be like each puzzle gives you a little piece of the name, and then you eventually have to like say, all right, I think it was blah who committed the murder and something. You know what? I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. That is 14, what I just had. Good for me. Let's try something that doesn't make me look like a fool. Alright, good. That should work. I don't know what I'm doing. Play sound. How do I do it again? Play sound player. Alright, maybe it's not that. I'm not hearing any sounds. How does one do this? I'm not hearing it. I don't know what's going on. Well, I guess this is going to be very boring. I've wasted a lot of my time here. So, let's just say, game rule, do mob griefing. Okay, it's mob griefing. Mob griefing, false. And summon some creepers. Nope, they might kill the player. Well, the player's not supposed to die in this map anyway. So, effect, I can't tab complete in command blocks. Effect at all, radius of 50 or so. Alright, so now I have infinite resistance. That should be good. So, in theory, this should work. But I don't really have time to test it. I forgot to do the, text at the beginning. There's gonna be no point to this map if they don't even know. Alright, so that should summon a creeper. Let's take a quick inventory check. So they come in here. They need the text. That's what I'm going to do now. Alright. Alright, so that should trigger once we get all these buttons pressed. This should automatically... Oh, dang it. I need to mix this up more. Or maybe this is good enough. Is it good enough? You know, actually, they can't even, they can't actually do too much more to it because there's no way to like make it go in the middle. So I guess this is just to throw them off a bit. How much time do I have left? I have 5 minutes to get this working completely. Ah! Do I have time for a quick test run? I'm not sure. But I want to make sure I leave them in the correct game mode once this happens. So, assuming that this triggers correctly, which it should, when this activates, that should do that, and that should do that. So it'll do a little bit of an explosion here, set this to green, then all I need to do is press these two buttons, and it should trigger the endgame mechanism. And then that'll be the whole map, I think. I don't know, honestly. I tried. It was my first 60-minute map. I'm not too satisfied with it, but I mean, I've never done a 60-minute map before. I've never been pressured by this much time. I always have this issue. I dream big, and I can't quite get it done in time. Not that I've ever done a 60-minute map before specifically, but I often have too many fancy ideas that are just unfeasible sometimes. So, looks like it's going to end up costing me. I don't think I'll get very many points for this, but at least I tried. That's the point. I'm actually kind of happy with the way this turned out. It's a little bit better than I anticipated. Let's go ahead and give this a quick tester. I think I'm going to go ahead and stop the timer, say I'm done with the map, except for this hole in the wall, obviously, but I'll patch that up. And yeah, this is my map. So that should be all I need to do. This is my little arena. It's got my username and all that stuff. This is made before the 60-minute challenge. But I think that's all I need. Let's go ahead and give it a quick run through. And I still have some time left on the counter. Probably only about 1 minute. But I did get everything done. Let's see what happens. Alright, I've got a copy of it. Now, keep in mind that there were some severe technical difficulties during this whole process, but let's go ahead and give it a shot. So I'm in adventure mode, I can't do anything. This portal leads nowhere yet, this portal leads nowhere yet. This one goes to the redstone, where I'm obviously planning on doing more of these. So this is my randomizer 4000. I can press the button, it'll give me more paper to rename so I can refill these, and these will go down to droppers that give me a random theme. This is the way I return, and that's just the redstone. So let's pretend that we have no idea about this and push the limits pizza clue tournament map. Let's go. It's lagging. Oh! Well, that's one issue, but alright, I guess we do have a little bit of time left on that, so we can change the location that it teleports us to. That's one bug we'll have to fix in the amount of time we have left. I guess I'll give myself a little bit of a penalty. Anyway, I'll need to get back in there real quick. Doot. Game mode 2. Map by blah and blah. I mean, those items shouldn't cause any issues. And I'll try to leave it reset behind me as I go. Oh wait, this is a reset of the map, so I don't even need to. Hello, in turn, there was a murder and the criminal took a bite of this pizza. It's our job as lab assistants to decode the DNA and to deduce the killer. There are several stations to do this. Obviously, the meat decoding one is one of the more advanced for some reason. Good luck. Policewoman, scientist. Alright. I wish this could be more detailed, but unfortunately, it didn't really work too well. So, let's go ahead and push this one first. That worked correctly. That one second. That worked correctly. Now, I need to figure out how to turn this the right direction. It's kind of hard to see with that pink glass. I don't think I like that too much, but this should be really simple, actually. I think that's all I need, right? Do I need to turn it more, or is it broken? Let's try that one more time. Why are my sounds done? So, you correctly analyzed the DNA on the pizza. That scoundrel can finally be brought to justice. You win, player. Congratulations on completing the map. That is way too easy, but I mean, whatever. I did it. Congratulations on resetting the map. This map is not easily resettable. FYI, do not try to play again without a map download. Alright, or map reload. Good. So a couple of bugs. I guess I'll iron those out right now with the tiny bit of remaining time that I had. But other than that, I think we're done. We can stop production. Thank you all very much for watching this utter failure, but it was my first attempt. I'm sure I'll get better as time goes on, but that was actually kind of fun. I like doing little projects that don't take too much time. I'm sure I'll be back with more later, but that's all I have for today. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you guys all later. Bye-bye.